Never wanted more than to feed the family. You hate me like a cavity. Kick a bucket, no gravity. I never let you go. You was always there actually. Never letting go, never let you go.
All right. We're back at it. So gifts you said you had. Awesome.
Yes.
Thank
Among
you.
the things.
This is super cool.
Right.
This is one of his shirts here. Love this thing, man. Isn't that cool? That's super awesome. This year, I told myself I'm only buying locally made merch, to wear. So I'm wearing only locally made merch all year. Yeah,
nice.
So that's what I'm gonna try to do that.
Well, I'm glad to help with your resolution.
Thank you so much, man. This is the first of many.
Yeah, I hope so.
I love it. I'm gonna put it right back here. Awesome. Well, how'd you make those? Oh, I see they're on like Inkscape or Ink.
Oh yeah, whatever the mass-produced custom ink.
Yeah, the custom ink I think is what it's called.
It wasn't made locally, so if that's your standard.
No. It is made by a local artist, man, which I did. Yeah, exactly. It is your art.
I bought the rights to the watercolor. I mean, it's from the Rider-Waite tarot deck.
Okay.
So the original tarot deck,
the
original person who designed it, and there was someone who had like a stencil. You pay like $1.50 for it, something like that.
Oh,
you can
super
use
cool.
it. I mean, in that context.
Yeah, and I really enjoy it, man. It's definitely a cool piece, and I'm gonna enjoy wearing it.
It's inspired by my friend's band's shirt. They use the Fool card.
Okay.
I'm gonna do this kind of my
there
own
you go.
way. Yeah,
okay. I dig that, bro. I really dig that. So, I mean, as you know, we also can produce merch for you when you play there at Be Hippie. The cool thing is that's like not a direct to garment, but it's a sublimation print. So what we would do is we would order you what's known as a gang sheet, and you print like several hundred images on this gang sheet for like $40, and then you buy the shirts for nothing. We can show you how to source those shirts.
Okay.
And then so your then overhead is something like $3 when you can sell the shirt for $14, $15, even $20.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having to charge a lot more for those because they were produced.
So imagine being able to charge $10.
Expensive. Yeah. That would be way better.
It'd be so much better. And then, so definitely take advantage of that, bro.
We were talking about CD printing too, which is something that's like in
Yeah, I know Chris didn't leave that. We don't have that capability at the Hive yet. I know I know he has it. We just don't have that capability at the Hive.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely something that we are wanting to do. Help everybody print CDs. CD is kind of a lost art, but I really enjoy somebody's mixtape. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I really enjoy getting a hard copy mixtape. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yes, sir, man. So, is there anything that you're working on right now for the future as far as music?
Yeah. So I have a few records on the docket at a given point, and the one that is up next is a reissue of an album that I put out probably 10 years ago or so called Rowlett Smiles.
Ooh.
Named after my dentist. That was what my dentist was called.
Okay.
And I'm cutting all the fat, and I'm just re-recording some of those songs in my new home studio, and that's going to be the thing that I'm doing right now. Then I've got a concept album based on Fiddler on the Roof that I'm interested in doing with my friend Richard and some local people. And another concept album based on The Zarathustra by Nietzsche, and the momentum. Like, I could go, on a given point, I've got like 4 or 5 records.
Dude, I like the way your brain works, man. Yeah. I had a couple buddies like growing up that their musical brain worked the same way as yours, and it's so cool, man, to watch people like you work, because you're constantly putting stuff out, and it's never redundant, because some people do put a lot of stuff out and it becomes like there's a redundancy to it. It sounds the same. It sounds a lot of, it sounds to be, even when some people make an album that have never made an album before.
Right.
A lot of times a lot of their songs sound exactly the same. But dude, your stuff, every time I throw something on, I'm like, oh, this is really cool. I'm glad that I have like this entire discography to listen to, because there's quite a bit there.
Yeah, I think just last year it was like 5 distinct albums. This year I mean, if you want to call it, I've technically only put out one like new thing, but there's also a different reissue of an old record, Songs from a Time Machine, and then the live album from Be Hippie,
Cool.
which is technically the first release source. Well, that's what I was saying. I feel like very much in that scene at the moment.
Yes, dude. So I'm so excited that you're a part of it and that you have become a very large part of the Be Hippie scene, the tiny stage scene, because we really enjoy having you there. We haven't done anything super clean for you, which is that's definitely something that I want to do next time.
Which is cool.
Is like throw something up that's super clean, super produced,
Yeah,
and
polished.
yeah,
right?
very polished, and
Different.
and throw it out for you, and just so there's that content, and that's just because that's what we're trying to do there, is just put out very high quality content for free,
Right.
And,
Yeah.
and it's not always easy to do.
No, but I'm super appreciative of it because that, like I said to you guys, is where I got my start.
Oh,
I got
cool.
my start in downtown Garland,
Oh,
just
that's
around
right.
the corner.
That's what you said, yeah.
It used to be the Generator, now it's Rosalind's Coffee.
Yeah.
And not my very, very first show, but when I started playing regularly, that
Yeah.
was where I played.
That's
just
cool,
around
man.
there. And I would go like every month, every 2 months with my friends, and we would have kind of the same roster of people. And I went, I had my little spot, and I got to do my own thing, and it feels very similar to that.
That's
just
cool,
the
man.
grown-up version. We're
Yeah.
not at the coffee shop anymore, we're at the head shop, so...
Hey, right now we're at the weed shop, bro.
Yeah,
so.
no, it's like, yeah.
I feel that.
Anyone
dude.
could have predicted that who knew me back then.
Right, yeah, and that's cool. That's super cool, man. Yeah, dude. But I wish I could just get in your brain and see the memories that you have with those places, because I've only been here for the last 2 years, so I've only seen it the way that it is now.
Where are you from? Before?
Originally, I'm from California, but when we came out here, I landed in Fort Worth.
Oh, cool.
So I stayed in Fort Worth for a couple years and then moved out here.
Yeah.
And man, just night and day for Fort Worth. I actually was not liking Texas when I lived out there in Fort Worth. I was just, this isn't it, And
Oh yeah.
then we got out here and I was like, okay, this is where the food is better and the people are just kinder.
It's interesting. Yeah, I do think that we might be a little bit, I don't know, nicer in a different way. When I was growing up, I didn't even think of Fort Worth as a real place. Like that was like the great beyond. It might as well have been the land before time.
Dude, because it's almost 2 hours away.
It's a long
what I mean?
ways
It's a long
away.
ways away.
I just think about the rodeo and the stockyards, and I, as a young person, was like, oh, I'm too cool for that.
Yeah, that's not
no,
me.
No
Yeah.
way. Too punk, too real. Now I go and it's like, oh, I can see that. It's quaint. It's what other people want Texas to be.
Yeah.
But I think that Texas actually is really diverse and really different. You know what I mean?
No, for sure. No, it is.
It is
everywhere
more
you go.
than-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because we went to Austin not too long ago, and that was really cool. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed Austin, but we also had a really cool experience. Like we stayed in a penthouse at the Omni, which was like super chill. Like we walk up, it was like a full apartment up on top of the Omni,
Yeah,
which was pretty awesome. And then there was like a pool like right above so it was like a surreal type of stay, but we really did enjoy Austin, and we're not too big of we're not bar hoppers or anything like that, but going out there and like bar hopping was kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
it was
good thing.
fun.
You hit up the Dirty Sixth.
Yeah, exactly. And then we stayed literally our window faced the 6th, and it was just it was pretty cool to see everybody out there and just kind of watch. And we stayed up all night and just kind of watched everybody stumble to their
Oh my god,
places,
That's where Shia LaBeouf got arrested.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you remember that.
Yes, I do remember
For
that.
jaywalking.
Pull
You
that
have
up,
to be
pull that up.
So drunk to be jaywalking on 6th Street and get arrested. Like, oh my lord.
Dude, Shia LaBeouf, he was a wild man there for a second, man. He
Yeah.
was wild.
Well, and you remember that wrestling a knife from Shia LaBeouf? It
I
was like
can't
that
spell his
weird opera thing. Oh my god.
I don't remember that. Was it like a viral video?
It was a viral. Yeah,
I'll
it was
have
a
to
little
check that out.
meme from back in the day. Yes.
The computer's blocking the screen. Still big.
Oh, okay.
Well, people who do, if you know, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You can Google that one.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
How does that look?
Yeah, you can
It's
see.
okay?
Yeah, switch to the side. Yeah. I'll
It's
look at you
alright.
guys.
It'll work. It'll work for now. But yeah, dude, so I'm looking at this Shia LaBeouf. Got drunk and jaywalked and got arrested. That's wild,
I got
dude.
a jaywalking ticket
He would have to
outside
be a
of my
douchebag.
college.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, outside of Fresno State, I got a call it.
I was just about to
jaywalking
say,
ticket.
you have to be a douchebag to get a jaywalking
But I
ticket.
wasn't drunk. wasn't drunk.
Sorry,
Yeah,
dude.
no,
Sorry,
I didn't
dude.
think that was like enforceable even. You know what I mean?
Right.
I heard that and I was like, man, he must have really been off his face.
Yeah,
like,
dude, that's what I'm saying. Like he was like really
Really
falling over,
drunk.
acting really
causing
Yep.
problems.
Yep,
Yeah,
exactly.
Well,
That's exactly how I feel about it.
They had a sign that for me that said no jaywalking, and I still did it. And they got me.
They literally pointed at it. when
Yeah,
you-
no, he did. He did.
That's
I
hilarious.
just have to take that ticket.
Yep,
No, I
you
did. I literally just was like, oh damn.
Okay, I guess I jaywalked.
I did that one.
But yeah, man. But dude, so Austin was cool. Haven't really ventured further south. Like I kind of want to check out Houston and all
I
these
love
other
Houston.
spots. Yeah, dude. A lot of people say that they love Houston, and then I get like really bad mixed reviews where like, dude, don't go to Houston. They'll cut your arms off. Or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, people from Dallas kind of turn their noses up at it.
That's kind of what it is, huh? It's like the
sure.
North Texas. It's just
For
kind of like
sure.
no Houston. But dude, I can imagine like the culture is just so rich down there, you know, because that's where everybody started from. My family originated in southern Texas, so
Okay.
yeah, both mom and dad sides, they
Well,
both were, yeah.
And if you like DJ Screw and like the
Yeah,
Ghetto Boys,
exactly.
and that whole, like that's a really
Exactly,
I mean,
bro.
you just can't fake that.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I mean?
definitely
And we
wanna
don't
go-
have that here. You know, people like to Dallas. You know, so much culture. We've got a lot of high culture. But
Yeah.
if we're talking about like egalitarian, just like something for everyone, I
Yeah.
think that Houston is so much more open.
Ooh.
It's so accepting. It's like in a way that reminds me of the Be Hippie kind of little mini scene, pocket scene.
Oh, cool.
There is a place, no matter what you do, what you have going on, what your differences are. There is somewhere that you can find a place to perform, to meaningfully make art, to engage with your peers, to grow and develop. Like,
Heck yeah, man, that's
yeah.
super awesome.
And I felt supported and cultivated there in a way that I have not to this point. Exactly felt in Dallas, the Dallas scene proper.
Interesting, dude.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna go check it out. I haven't been down there. Getting more into music is definitely something that has been pushing me, to want to go to these places, to want to go out and meet people and
Yeah.
hang out. Like there's a lot of new, or not new, but there's a lot of open mic nights that I want to hit, man, and a lot of just different shows. I'm off on Mondays and Fridays, so it makes it kind of hard to hit those. But I think there's a couple on Fridays that I'm gonna start hitting for sure.
That's cool. I feel
Yeah.
like a Friday open mic is such a different. It's
Yeah,
it's
I
a
think
cool energy.
It's cool
Yeah.
energy. Yeah, there's one that's opening up near Farmers Branch or something.
Oh,
that
okay.
I want to check it out. It's at a is it Farmers Branch? It might be, but it's at a makerspace. So they have one at a makerspace. So I kind of want to check it out. And then the makerspace, of course, I just want to do all that, what do you call it? Connecting there,
Yeah, you're
Get all
more
those
hands-on
connections.
than I am. I'm
Yeah,
very
dude.
abstract.
So yeah, I put all this together. This is just something that I've thrown together. I didn't pay for all of it, but we were sponsored by a guy named Josh who runs a company called Event Ninja, and he does big events for companies like Chase and McDonald's and Walmart.
Shout
and
out to
stuff.
our ad
Yes.
daddies.
Shout out to the yeah. This is definitely our ad. So yeah, Event Ninja, thank you so much for sponsoring our channel, and boom, that we had to get one in. But yeah, man, loved it out there. Definitely gonna. But traveling east or traveling west was not really. It was kind of lackluster. There isn't a lot out there. We haven't been further east. We definitely want to go check out some more this
I want
way.
to hit up Marfa. Marfa, that's where they say is like the cool place to be, West Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Marfa.
Oh, yeah. They've got the
Okay.
like
I've heard
fake
it.
Prada store and a ton of really, really talented musicians.
Oh, see,
roll
that's-
through there like every day.
I love stuff like that, man. That's what I want. I want some culture. I need to feel some culture. Dude, and landing in Fort Worth was the scariest thing for me because where I'm from, there's culture.
Yeah.
There's a lot of it,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of like bad stuff too. But the culture comes along with that stuff,
Right.
and coming out to Fort Worth, it was just like, dude, there's buildings of cement everywhere, and none of it is graffitied. Like, what's going on over here, bro? It was the cleanest thing that I've ever seen in my life. The cleanest city. Dallas by far is the cleanest city I've ever seen. I know some people are like, oh, Dallas is real rough at some places, but it's like, you go to some of these big cities and the entire city is rough. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's
Oh, yeah.
there's no good spots. You
Right.
know, and you're well traveled, man. Dallas is very chill, and that's kind of the reason why I like it out here. It's like,
I love Dallas. I mean, I'm from here. I was born in Dallas, like
Mm-hmm.
the city. As far as like, high culture, sophistication, the food culture here is great.
Mm-hmm.
I have really come to appreciate Dallas a lot especially having moved away and lived abroad in England.
Oh, I bet. What was that like, man? What was it like living out there in England?
It's like the upside down. You know what I mean? What's right is left. What's up is down. It's all different.
Is it hard to get used to when you go out there to a place like that? Is it hard to just like, because you literally have to jump in with both feet, man. You're there. You're immersed in the culture. Everything happens. Like walking out, you got to feel like a sore thumb.
4 or 5 months, I was driving on the opposite side of the car, on the opposite side of the road, trying to figure out what the hell I was doing. I didn't know what a roundabout was.
Oh, I bet that's
we
right,
barely
yeah.
have that here, you know.
Barely, yeah.
Yeah.
People usually get in accidents when a new one like pops up. Everybody's like dying for the first few months.
And it took me a while to like not almost get hit by cars. And then I came back here, and it was like, now I'm almost getting hit, you know.
Yeah.
You get used to the, because I was there for 5 years.
Dude,
so
5 years.
It's a long time.
Yeah, dude, you were settled in, man.
I was eating Marmite and, you know, speaking the Queen's English and doing the whole
The
thing.
Queen's English. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I would love to do that at some point.
And what have you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it was just everything was just everything with the white balance was just completely washed out all the time. Right?
I still have a British phone, right? Like, so it tells me all this stuff. It wants me to remember Celsius, and I'm like,
that's awesome, dude. But yeah, I would love to do that at some point in my life. Is just go live somewhere, you know, different, man. Just completely different than what we're doing right now.
I think Mark Twain said that travel was the antidote to prejudice.
Travel was the antidote to prejudice.
Something like that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
I think that everyone would benefit from that.
I think so also. And to be honest, man, just even moving from Cali to Texas was quite the shocker for me, especially culture-wise. You know, we do things a lot differently out there than people do out here. Even in the same type of culture that I'm experienced in, right? Like the nightlife and stuff like that, and the music culture and stuff. I've always been in music my entire life. I've always had my finger in music somehow, and out there it was just very, very different than out here. You know, the things that you do and say out here are out there can be a problem for the things, the things that you would do and say out here normally. So yeah, it was just a very interesting, eye-opening thing, man. And for the first year, I didn't talk to anybody. I didn't make any new friends. Nothing, dude.
Yeah.
I just sat at home, went to work, and did nothing but stay at home and work, home, work. And I was also working in Plano and living in Fort Worth, so it was rough.
Oh, that is rough.
Yes.
Awful.
Yeah, you think that you can do a commute until you have to do it every day.
Dude, and it's an hour commute every day,
Yeah.
and then on the 20 or the 35. Either one of those at rush hour, if you guys know that, dude, I did some time out there, bro. it was rough.
Yeah, I like sitting in traffic because I put on a CD or whatever and just like enjoy it. But I don't drive anymore. My license expired while I was abroad, so.
And you're just like, no more license?
Yeah, well, until I can get it.
Okay.
I have to make time. I also work full time, you know.
Yeah,
doing
dude.
the whole
And
thing.
dude, then it's so the licensing process out here is
Gummed up.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, it's very annoying, very gummed up. I wish I could have, like, dude, I literally got like 2 licenses in the mail at the same time. I got my provisional. Oh, you're good. I got my provisional license and my provisional license and my actual license at the same time. And I was like, what do I do with both of these? And then I gave the wrong one to a cop one time that pulled me over, and he's like, do you have like your actual license? And I was like, oh, that's not my license. He's like, no, look here, it says that you can't drive. See right here. And I'm just like, oh, well, I didn't even. They looked identical to me, so I didn't even look at it, you know. So yeah, it was just so confusing. Even at a traffic stop, it was very confusing, man.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited to be here in Texas, though. I love it. I don't think I can go. I don't think I can like actually live anywhere else now.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I really enjoyed here. I mean, we're definitely gonna try to live some other places for sure, but who knows, man?
You're still young, man. The world's your oyster.
I mean, I look young, bro, but I'm not. You know, I'm not young. I act young. I definitely act like a child.
That's how I feel. I started moisturizing. I
Hey,
turned 25.
There you go. How old are you, man?
I'm 31.
Oh yeah, dude. I got 8 years on you. Damn. Yeah, I told you, bro. I'm not young, dude.
Yeah. No, you do carry it well.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time, which is cool. Until they stop telling me that, then I'll know that I look old for sure.
No, yeah, you'll be the creepy dude at the bar.
Right? Dressed in young men's
I
clothing.
still got it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Hey, ladies. Actually, I'm glad I got my lady already, dude. So I don't have to be out there trying to catch any ladies.
Trying to birds.
Yeah, trying
That's
to
what they say
pull
over
birds.
there. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. Pull birds.
Well, they call us old birds out here, you know, so it makes sense.
Old birds. Pull the old birds. Yeah, I dig it. Hell yeah, man. So what's a track that you're jamming to right now, man? What do you I mean that you've produced and that what's one of the ones that you would really want people to hear? Just something I could throw on. Anything on YouTube? Anything on?
Yeah, I'm all over that. I actually just put out a little Christmas song called "I'll Be Getting Sloppy This Christmas."
Let's check. What's up? This is Manny with DTX Flow Factory, coming out to say a special thanks to Toroidal Studios for allowing us to use this studio space and making all this happen. Want to make sure you like and subscribe and come and check us out. Every like helps. Thanks for coming, tuning in. Peace. All right.
Cool. So I'm gonna do a different thing. This is I just put out an EP.
Okay.
The Midnight Hour EP. And this is the opener. It's kind of my version. If you know American Tune by Paul Simon.
I bet I do.
I bet you do. This is my version.
Let's see.
I left my love in California. I left the best thing that I knew. I left that simpleness unchanging. That's how I know I might leave you. I left my love in Carolina. I left the home.
Your stuff sounds great, dude.
Only one I know. For a home recording.
For home recording,
Not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. For home recording, dude, it sounds so good.
Of his money. A lot of trial and error. That's how I know.
What are you using to mix and master?
Logic.
Logic. Awesome.
I left my love in Colorado. I left the last chance for their truth. I left their ambiguous beauty. That's how I know I might leave you.
I love it, dude.
So pour one out, miserable and wretched, for the hanging man, the judge who killed him too. This world may be much simpler than we planned it. I guess the final choice is up to you. I know what I know.
So what are you using to what's your interface, bro? What are you using to bring your sound in?
Roland Rubik's 24.
That's right, the Rubik's 24. Yeah, dude, it sounds so good.
I
It's
love
crisp,
that
man.
interface.
Yeah, it's super crisp.
Super clean. Whenever I hear a Focusrite, I'm just like, please turn it off.
Yeah, dude,
It
it's
just sounds like electricity to me.
I understand. Yeah, dude, and there's a place for them for sure. But I think it's in. I think the Focusrites are there for stuff like this. You know what I mean? Just grabbing sound for not music. You know what I mean?
Yes, I think that's the difference.
Yeah, I think
where
that it's great for vocal, but not for music. You know?
Yeah, world is like open in a different way.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it, bro. There's so much more opportunity for more very, very big talent, right? Like yourself and you know, like other people that I've worked with, like Carson Lewis and stuff like that. You know, people that may have not even had a place on the map in music before are now like, you know, getting their own following and getting following behind them without any, you know, music industry magic.
Sure.
You know, which I love.
Yeah, no, it's organic, and the word that they use is like democratized.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it depends on what your orientation is, but it's like anybody can pick this up now, and it's for good and for ill. You know what I mean? This is also how Rebecca Black got her hit. You know,
Yeah,
she
dude.
paid 10 grand to a guy, and she had no musical background, and she like did it. That's
Exactly.
the opposite commercial. But you also get all these really wonderful organic things that happen. The Arctic Monkeys, they had been playing their instruments for a year.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and they just boom did it.
Yeah, and who's the other? MGMT was really fun. They found those guys
Yeah.
on the side of the road doing like, you know, kind of Weird Al Yankovic type stuff, man,
Mm-hmm.
and then turned it into something that was a very big. My young age, you know, that electronica stuff was really really big when I was a kid, and I loved a lot of their tracks. But yeah, dude, it's the same type of thing. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything you want to plug, bro? Like anything you're working on recently that you just want to get out there and let people know what you got going on?
That's a really good question. Do I have anything else that I want to plug? I feel like the book is out there. We've got merch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find my stuff online if you just look at DM Rice. I am the editor of a journal, Sybil Journal.
I read a few things. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And very very good writing, by the way, man. I love it.
Thank you. That's where you find the book, Moby P. I'm working on doing getting a play built up, but it's not quite ready for promotion. I've got the venue basically nailed down, but I don't want to call something out and then it not.
I understand, dude.
Like
I understand, but that's super cool that you're working like that.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I'd love to get in there, man. Like I said, I'd love to get in that brain and see what's going on.
A
up
lot
there.
of gears turning.
Dude,
Yeah,
that's awesome, dude. That's so cool.
yeah. Big Rube Goldberg kind of machine.
Can you give us a little something about the play? Like just a little snippet?
It's Shakespeare. So
Shakespeare, okay.
I'm specifically interested in Shakespearean acting, and it is the Scottish play.
That's
You're not
cool,
supposed to
dude.
say the name.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not supposed to say the name. I love it. Okay, cool, man. That's super awesome. I hope that comes to fruition for you, and I hope that it's something that I'm able to see in the future, bro, because I'm a big fan, and it's something that I really I definitely enjoy your stuff. A lot of those Spotify plays are from me, just so you know.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, and that's really what helps us, right? As growing artists, is the people getting out there and actually listening to your stuff and
It
giving you the thumbs up and
builds the algorithm's confidence in you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, no, I know,
It's
bro.
like,
And
you
someti-
can know what you can do, but every share, every
Are the masses
engagement,
ready, right? Yeah.
it scales.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, dude. Because a buddy of mine was just in here today, and he was saying, "Well, dude, it's crazy that you even get 500 views on your videos because I get like 20 or 30, and it's just because my content is ready for 500 people to see,
Sure.
and then it'll be ready for 1,000 people to see, and then it'll be ready for 10,000 people to see, and I've literally done that in my jewelry Instagram. I had to build it up that way. I was getting a few views to 100 views, and then 1,000 views, 10,000 views, and then eventually hit 1 million.
Sure.
And so that's just how the algorithm, what the algorithm does. It takes something that it likes and it thinks that other people will like, and throws it in a little pot and sees if people are like clicking the like.
Yeah,
it's a
there are
trick.
different ways that you can game it and how much you want to. When I
Right?
was younger, I did not want to engage. And
Yeah.
now it's like, well, I can see my actually tearing into faces, and it feels very natural, organic.
I think it would be good for. I think you can definitely benefit from it, especially with the amount of material you have online now.
Yeah.
Connecting everything together, I think the algorithm would really enjoy that you've put so much time and effort into stuff, and that's really what it is putting effort into things
Part
and
of
being
it.
consistent.
Yeah. Consistently have an output. It's not like I don't know, clickbait, engagement bait, but the fact that there is so much of it means that it's gonna finding its niche.
Yeah,
I guess
it knows you're serious, bro.
Yeah.
We talk about it like it's a real thing, like it's a real entity, but it's a real thing, but it's not an
It
entity.
is quite an entity.
Yeah.
That's one for the philosophers.
Right. I mean, eventually it will be, man. It'll know enough. You know
I
what I
know,
mean? To make cognitive. So yeah, I mean, AI is one of those things that I'm really interested in, and I really think that it would be great for the future. And a lot of people don't. They're afraid of it because of movies, but I think it can be a really good thing, and it's going to help us a lot. It's going to help us free ourselves. I believe AI and robots will free the human race from the struggle that we're going through right now.
That's really fascinating. I'm a fence sitter, so it's like
You're trying to see what happens.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not making any formal decisions.
It just sucks because for that industry for that to happen, it has to it's in the hands of billions of dollars or billionaire industries, and billionaires really suck, bro. So,
That's what I've heard.
exactly. So we'll see how it goes, but I think if it was done right and we can work, humans don't need to be. I don't think we're designed to work the way that we work, and I think if we could free up some more of that time, I think AI and robots would be the reason or the way we do it, But who knows? Really?
Yeah. Can't say I do.
Exactly, dude. Let's see, man. Anything in the news you've been thinking about lately, man?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff, I suppose. I'm concerned as much as anyone else is about the state of our nation. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Big changes that are going to happen. People are going to get pushed out. People that aren't, that probably should be.
Exactly.
I was reading today about the hubbub that's happening. Different people concerns about immigration and specifically uni students, and whether or not there should be like exceptions for people who are in highly skilled industries, and essentially we are creating hierarchies of who is in
only the
and who's
smartest.
out.
Yeah.
So like gameable, and all it's super complicated and nuanced, but that I think is going to be, if we're thinking about like what is our quality of life, that's one of the most significant issues that is like imminently in our faces. Yeah.
What I've been on recently is the amount of time it consumes of my life. You know what I mean? Like it's almost as if it's almost, how you used to get into a day and it would just consume your life as a child, right? You'd watch it on Wednesday night and go to all your friends about it.
Sure.
And it was the only thing you wanted to do that entire week. And I feel like the whole gotten there. So, and I have a hard time concerning myself with that type of stuff, dude. It's like anything. So I don't partake.
I think a lot of people in counterculture fall in that line. I was a political junkie. I watched C-SPAN for fun.
I used to, yeah.
As a kid.
I was bad.
Right. But I mean, once you get into you see how the sausage is made, it really does leave a profound effect on you. And I felt like able to engage in those spaces is because people didn't take me seriously, kind of type. And
exactly.
I'm an artist. I'm doing the freewheeling thing.
Yeah, I'm the same way, dude.
But I got to be in that room. I've shaken hands with a Saudi prince.
That's crazy, man.
Done all of these things. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
I think you would like my grandma.
Yeah.
My grandma.
Oh yeah.
It's just interesting stories. That's what it comes down to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
This dude didn't want to shake hands with me. It's this poor kid from Dallas. But funny. I was making a point. Yeah. People I've ever read a poem to is in that kind of context.
Oh,
way
cool.
back in the day.
That's super cool, man.
No, probably 10 or 11 years ago.
That's awesome, bro. Yeah, dude, 10 or 11 years seems like so long ago, but it was really just like
flashing. Yeah, exactly.
21 at the time when you did that too, right?
Yeah.
That's really young, and that's a really cool thing.
I was as ambitious then, just not as well prepared.
Yeah. Same, man. I've been ambitious my entire life. Done so much stuff to try to get to like the place I want to be in life, and then like figured out like the place I want to be in life is comfortable. You know, as long as I have over my head, my bills are paid, and everything's fine. Like that's where I really want to be. Yeah. So and even then, man, I could be just as happy down by the river. You know, it doesn't really like just being able to.
I hear that.
It's what makes me happy, you know?
Yeah. I feel like I need a little bit more than that, but it's like I would be creating and making if I had to live in a van by the that I would still be able to
create and make. And I'm the same way, man. I'm a jeweler, by profession, so I would love to just like live on a pier and make and fashion like jewelry for tourists. That's something that I would love to do.
That's pretty common in those houseboats.
Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. Yeah, there's where we're from. There's quite a bit of houseboats. We got a couple of really nice bays. It's not like right where we're from, but a couple hours away. We like to go stay at a place called Morro Bay, and they have and in that bay they have several houseboats, which is really cool. That's cool. And that's really where I got the idea from growing up. Is like I would see these guys out there painting and doing stuff like that, and I was like, man, I can like go and make silver rings on
Yeah.
the pier in Sound for $100 and be completely fine.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a good life for an artisan.
Yes.
That's specific.
And being out there either. It's the weather is absolutely beautiful, so I can live off of nothing and be fine. Yeah, that's end up if I ever end up on the streets. I'll be at Morro Bay, California. You can find me.
Make that note in my head. Yeah, or it's recorded. I won't have to save this video.
Exactly, just save the video.
If you ever disappear,
you'll know where he's at. Check the bay. Check the bay.
Yeah, man. Have you checked the bay?
Yeah. So you've been out to California, correct?
My grandpa's from Palmdale.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's about 4.5 hours from me.
That's cool. Which part are you from?
Central.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I haven't been out that way. I haven't been there since I was a little kid, but I desperately want to get back.
You should, dude.
Go to LA and spend some time.
You'll probably hate LA, to be honest.
I mean,
It's like Dallas.
yeah, but it's just a little bit. The people are just, ugh, you know. Yeah.
I'm thinking of like the LA Modern and the Guggenheim. You know,
You'll have a good time out there, bro.
I could. Well, and my favorite artist lives there right now.
Oh,
So,
cool. Yeah, you'll have a great time out there for sure. It's check out that Central Coast though. That's really that Cali vibe that you see in the videos and movies and stuff your whole life. You know, that's the when you go out there and just that Central Coast there's just something about it. It's a little bit of a slower pace.
The Santa Cruz Pier just floated off.
Oh yeah, we had went to our anniversary of 3 years back. Went to to Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, and the pier that we went. The last place that we had a drink that night just fell off into the ocean, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's a crazy.
No, I mean I'd seriously like to hit up the Big Sur and thing.
Dude.
You know what I mean? 'Cause
Yeah,
that's
that's
like the real culture. I mean, when we're talking about the people who have that tradition.
Bro, you would
The
love
real poets.
You would
and
love Big
that
Sur,
sort
bro.
of thing.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
and it'll help. I'm telling you, talk about a catch it on like a spring on a spring day at golden hour.
Yeah.
Oh god, dude, just all because everything just comes up. Everything the canyon, the canyon just comes to life because there's all these like very iridescent. They're a type of plant. It's a very iridescent type of plant. I can't remember what it is, but but man, it's come to life. It just sings to you. There's definitely it'll definitely help you, man. Like,
Cool.
It'll definitely help you write for sure.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome, man.
But yeah, any other places you've been to out here in the United States that you are fond of?
I really liked Asheville.
Asheville.
Asheville's gorgeous. The Biltmore Manor, and they've more craft breweries there than anywhere else in the country.
Really? Cool.
Yeah, I used to live in D.C.
Mhm.
and got to go into like Virginia and see. I guess it's like the Washington Lee.
Mhm.
It's right next to West Point. There's this little place called the Devil's Backbone. Gorgeous.
Oh, okay.
My favorite city in the U.S. is Boston.
Boston.
So-
Okay. Oh, I bet were you there during fall?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
bet.
it's
I'm sure that's
gorgeous.
why.
I wanted to go to uni at Boston originally, and that was like my dream to be there. And I still like really romanticize. So you're like, you've got Harvard, you've got MIT, and it's like the whole rest of the world.
Yeah.
It's a very worldly city, and it feels like America's city on the hill, which was the original kind of conception of it.
Yeah. Dope, man.
And so I really like. I'm drawn to more urban spaces. That's kind of my vibe, my style.
Cool.
But the Northeast did a lot of good things for me. I was in DC shortly, like I said, and all this time at the Smithsonian American Art Museum.
Cool.
And that's the kind of thing that fulfills me. Those are the experiences I draw myself toward, because I don't need a beautiful landscape to inspire me as much as like a still canvas. And
Yeah.
no, I find myself like I was in this town in the UK called Bures, and they have all these public natural paths in the UK that don't quite exist here. And we took one down, and you literally had to go through this person's backyard. There's like a creek that stretches around, and I was walking around, and there's all these cows, and I saw the water rushing through, and I swear down, I literally recognized this scene from a painting that I had seen on the internet. And
Yeah.
it, like, coalesced to I mean,
Dude, that's
that kind of
so
thing.
cool. Yeah, I love
Totally.
stuff
you
like
go
that.
crazy
Yeah.
for that. Yeah.
Heck yeah, dude. I definitely love stuff like that for sure. Where we're from, there's a lot of stuff like that too, man, where it's just like picturesque beauty. We stay up in the Sierra National Forest quite often when we go up there. And we go out there and near like Yosemite and stuff like that.
Sure.
And that first time you come out of the tunnel and see Big Sur, or not Big Sur, but Half Dome for the first time, it's magical, man. Especially like at the right time of day when the mist is catching the sun. It just looks like it's on fire. It's the craziest thing.
Well, in California, so photographs, there's so many drawings of it. There's just
yeah, stuff like that you'll see everywhere, and then when you see it for the first time, you're just like, whoa, this is. I know why they sat here and painted that thing.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly, dude.
Well, and it's like seeing an artist that you like live. You think, oh, this record's good, but in person, it's always more intimate, and
yeah, absolutely,
there's an
man.
element that just can't quite fit.
Exactly, dude.
Fit on the canvas. Yeah.
Exactly, dude. So we're getting pretty close to an hour, bro. You want to do a little acoustic jam?
I will make a song. Sure.
Let's do it, dude.
Well, I had all these thoughts, and I'm at a loss for words. So I'm gonna do just the tune that's in front of me, because it's kind of a pivot between the thing that I'm doing now and the thing that I want to be doing a little bit later.
Good deal.
It's one of the Fiddler songs, and it's called The Professor's Folly.
Professor's Phone.
Yeah.
Are we hearing it here first?
It's out on.
Oh, it's out.
It's
okay,
on
okay.
the Midnight Hour EP.
Okay,
I'm
awesome.
gonna
awesome.
re-record it for the LP.
So I've heard this for sure.
And everybody wants to go. Yeah, no one wants to stay. I am no different, but the future's in the way. Read the writing on the wall, read the tea leaves in the fray. And everybody wants to leave, but some things never change. Faster than the coca leaves cross Jericho tonight, and faster than the refugee falls in the tyrant's eyes. But I'm the professor, so I think that I should know how to mourn what I can't change, and why she comes and goes. And slower than oblivion overtakes the mind, slower than the shadow creeps along the party line. Black and white, this delusion all fade. You're standing next to me, well, I know this time you'll stay. And if I were a martyr, to the ground. And if I were a lover, well, I'd speak my holy vows. Now that I'm the professor with no comfort but this drink, I'm serenading the abyss till I fall. Everybody wants to come, but no one wants to stay. And me, I am no different, but the future's in the way. And visions of Jerusalem are crumbling today. Faster than the lightning flash against the prophet's eye.
Ooh, yeah. Absolutely, man. That's my favorite part of this, bro. Like, I just get people to come and give me private shows.
It's so different when you're, trying to fit in the intimate space.
Oh yeah, dude, I dig that. Oh, speaking of intimate spaces, bro. So what I'm gonna do, my next thing that I'm doing here is I'm setting up for people to come and do their Tiny Desk submissions.
Cool.
So if you're submitting for the Tiny Desk, you're welcome to come and.
I've never done that, but I've been in the same room as Bob Boylan.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, at an Antlers show in D.C.
Dope.
Every time I run into the guy from the Antlers, I embarrass myself. So I'm glad Bob Boylan doesn't know who I am. Egg all over my face.
Right, that's funny, dude. But yeah, man. So if you or somebody that wants to submit, I will be setting up and
What's the deadline?
and help. I think the deadline is January 14th.
Okay.
Or it opens January 14th and runs through February, something like that.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a 3-week deadline. But
I would love to do that.
yeah, so I'll let you know when I'm set up. I'll write you in as, let's say, maybe the first person that does that. So I'll set it up, and it's gonna be in front of my fireplace, in front of my TV, so we can put like your logo on the background. And
Cool. I mean, probably that T-shirt would be sufficient.
Yeah, really cool.
I don't have a logo.
Oh yeah, I mean, the logo for your T-shirt would be super cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or some album art, something like that. It'd be really fun. But heck yeah, man. Well, we definitely appreciate your time. I don't want to take too much more.
all good.
Am I going to see you down at B-Hippie right now? Are you going to the open night?
I was going to hitch a ride if you
Yeah,
could.
absolutely, bro. Yeah, hang out. You smoke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll smoke a little and then we'll head over. Heck
Okay.
yeah, man.
Unless my mom's watching.
Right, yeah, exactly.
No,
So that was DM Rice here at the Flow Factory, and we appreciate him coming on.
Hey, thanks for hosting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Anytime. Thanks for coming out, and if you ever want to come out and get on again, bro, you're welcome to host, co-host, do whatever you like. You know what I mean?
I really appreciate that.
Appreciate you, bro. Check us out. Peace.
Awesome. Never wanted more than to be the family. You hate me like a cavity. Kick the bucket, no gravity. I never let you go. You was always there, actually. Never letting go, never let you go.